Hi, I'm here to talk about my favorite Pixar movie, A Bug's Life. Now, there's several reasons this is my favorite Pixar movie, but I think the biggest reason is just that when I was like an 8-year-old kid, I saw the character of Flick, who's like a nervous guy who really wants people to think he's cool for like his creative endeavors and stuff, and also he's really awkward and everyone thinks he's really weird, and I thought, oh, that's me. Like, oh. I think that was my main draw into the movie. I was like, I've never seen a character who reminds me more of myself than this like awkward as hell ant who keeps doing everything wrong. Oh my god. And then I really liked Dot as a character. She's kind of like the antithesis in that she's kind of confident and cool and determined, but has a lot of things in common with Flick, but also is like good at things, unlike Flick, you know. And I really liked her because she was like a cool tomboy ant, so I kind of saw myself in that to some extent too. Like she's the character that I would have wanted to be as a little kid, and now probably really but so that was like a fun, cool thing to have, this like main character who really resonated with me in so many ways, and then this like secondary character who was just this great representation of a little girl character who was like kind of ignored but is so cool, and it's not recognized how cool she is. And but yeah, and then I also just love the whole plot of the comeuppance of the grasshoppers, and like the ants kind of essentially seize the means of production and are like, okay, bye, and at the end they're just like, we'll just kill you via birds. Yeah, it's fine. And then also there's this whole theme, not just from Flick being like the weird person who eventually, you know, gets seen to have value actually, but there's this entire theme of like being a misfit and like people not having a place in society. So like you have these circus bugs and they're all kind of like a troupe of misfits to some extent, you know. They're kind of not really, they don't really fit in neatly to something like, and you have this uniformity of the ant community, the colony, and stuff like that. And then I guess the movie is thematically about like standing up to people, but also about like how being different is cool, but also like hard and weird and stuff. And it's kind of interesting to look at like how we value people and like what makes people valuable in a society, and stuff like that. So I really like a lot of those things. I think a lot of those kind of themes was stuff that felt super relevant to me as a kid, and like being a kind of weird kid. I mean, I did feel like I was different in a lot of ways to other kids, so I think there was a like positive message there that I found, but also just like, you know, it's not even like, obviously Flick ultimately gets a happy ending and the princess fancies him, which is great for him, but but it's not like, I don't know, like his arc isn't that interesting I guess it's kind of like, you know, all the ants hate him, basically, and are like, oh, you're a nuisance, go away. And then he sort of helps, like, he tries to help, it goes wrong, and then it kind of goes okay, and people are like, okay, well, you know, you kind of did actually instigate this in the face of, like, really horrible stuff. So yeah, I guess you were pretty brave and cool, and we like you now, thanks. You saved our grain. Yay. You saved the ants from famine and possible death, so yay. Yeah, but like, I kind of like the microcosm of things that are happening to other characters. Like Princess Atta is like, I'm supposed to become the monarch, don't know what I'm doing. Okay. Like, she's kind of nervous through most of the movie. She's like, I don't and then you have Dot, who like just wants to be treated with some respect, damn it, and also like everyone else is stupid and Dot is the best, and everyone should just listen to Dot all the time, to be honest. That's the main lesson. But that's like super relatable when you're a little kid and no one will listen to you, but you know you're right, and then it turns out you are right, and everyone's like, just pretends that didn't happen. Okay. I don't know. I just love A Bug's Life so much. It's so silly, and I love, you know what, if David Hyde Pierce is a voice in an animated movie, I'm instantly gonna like it, like, 2 times more, because hearing his voice is just great. He's the stick man. There are great jokes about sticks. There's a joke about slapstick, because he's a stick, so he can do slapstick, because he's a stick. Great stuff in there. The bird is like genuinely kind of scary. But maybe this is because I played the A Bug's Life PlayStation game, and like the bird levels are kind of actually scary when you're a kid, you know. You're like, okay, the terrifying screech of this very small bird that is much bigger than me. Okay, great, thank you. Yeah. And you know, in the end, they get to keep all their grains because they get a bird to eat the grasshopper. They rise up, the proletariat rise up, and also like the monarchy, and it's all fine in the end. Great times. I love this movie. I've seen it so many times, and I just love it. Although now watching it, I find it really difficult to watch some of the scenes where like Flick is doing something and it's obviously going very badly, and we all know that it's going very badly, and he keeps trying to do... that's hard to watch. Like, please, God. Okay. That's all I have to say. I just really, I just love A Bug's Life. I've always been like kind of super interested in insects, so that was definitely a factor. You can see why I chose the username Moth Cub. Okay, so, alright, cool. That's really all I have to say about that. Okay, bye. See this Flick painting and this dot painting right here? Well, that was not my first attempt, okay? This was my first attempt. And also this. Truly flawless.